right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Rusty Hutson Jr. He's the CEO of Diversified Energy Company. And Rusty, it's good to see you again. How are you?
Doing very well, thanks.
Good stuff. Well, you've made an acquisition, a pretty strategic one. Before we get into sort of location and what it is you liked about it, tell me a bit about the actual asset itself and what it has on it.
Yeah, so it's a very similar asset to the other assets that we currently produce and operate there in that East Texas area. Cotton Valley assets, more mature producing, very low decline rates, which is very important for us in our portfolio. And more strategic than that is the fact that it's sitting right around our existing operations, which gives us a lot of synergies and opportunities to reduce cost.
Yeah. Had you been looking at this one before and it just came up for sale, so to speak?
Yeah, it's one that we've had our eyes on for a while. It's just, I call it bolt on. It's smaller in nature, but one that we've had our eyes on, and we knew it was kind of out there, and we determined that it was going to be something that was going to be coming up for sale.
Yeah. Let's talk about the synergies you talked about. You mentioned that it's basically almost next door to your current project. So talk about how you're able to take that and be able to leverage it in getting a lot of things accomplished with limited capital that you would have to spend.
Yeah, it's prime example of really what we do as a company. You acquire these assets, you start to develop geographical concentration. You're able to do more with less. Less people, more assets, less people, reducing what I call windshield time, which is the time that the well tenders are spending in their trucks going from well to well because of the geographical concentration. So it gives us the ability to lower those costs. There'll be opportunities to reduce costs around compression, pipelines and those kind of things. So really just the ability to take something that's already within your operational organization and operate it more efficiently with the assets you already have.
Yeah. Can you talk a bit about the declines and just so the audience understands why that's so significant? Because I was reading the news release, this project is quite good at that. I think it's industry leading, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I mean it's 9% decline rates year over year in the first couple of years, and the reason that's so important is when you're looking at an asset or a company like ours where we're growing through acquisition, we have a decline rate that we have to cover every year through acquisition, and the lower that decline rate is, the less we have to spend just to break even or get the production levels back to flat. So keeping those decline rates as low as possible is extremely important to us as a company and our ability to hedge and secure cash flows long term.
Yeah. And lastly, Rusty, I just want to ask you, last time you and I talked, you spoke about acquisitions and just the importance of them for the company and for your growth. And here indeed you have one of those as well. So is that what your message to shareholders is that you're always keeping your eye out for things that can really add value into the company?
That's what we do. I mean, at the end of the day, can we acquire things at a valuation that is accretive to our shareholders over the long haul? I think one thing that was really important about this transaction that we've not done in the past is we were able to utilize our U.S. listing for the first time to actually use shares as part of the currency of the transaction and the purchase price. So we were able to provide shares to the seller, and they were willing to take them. That's a big step for us going forward, and the ability to use our equity as a currency to fill in for the purchase price, and that's going to be really, really important. But as long as we're able to buy deals at a lower multiple than what our current trading situation is, that's going to be accretive for our shareholders. And that's the message at the end of the day, what we're trying to accomplish.
Absolutely. Rusty, thanks so much. Good update and congratulations on this new asset.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right. Rusty Hutson Jr., the CEO of Diversified Energy Company.